Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah, and I provide insights and guidance for the collective through channeling messages. So, Spirit has been pushing me for some time now to start tapping into the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So this is my first ever pick a card geared towards the divine masculine. And the theme for this reading is, what does your inner masculine wish to tell you at this time? So if you need more time to choose a pile, please go back to the image for this pick a card. Otherwise, I will go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So if you were drawn to this first rock that actually says power on the other side of it, this is going to be what your inner masculine wishes to tell you at this time. So pile 1, let's dive into it. Ooh, okay, so first card out that we have for you, pile 1, is Green Man, Abundance. And then the second card that you have out is Romantic Love. And this card was in reverse, and it says, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience and reflection of a conscious lover. So I'm already getting a lot of messages for those of you that were drawn to pile number 1, which was the black rock that says power on it. And what your inner masculine wishes to share with you at this time is that you are infinitely abundant on a spiritual, emotional, psychological level. And there's a need for you to know that and be reminded of that, because we can get really focused on the material realm and the physical realm. And those are the realms that the masculine oversees. But your inner masculine wants to remind you that you are so much more than your possessions, than your material wealth. And it's reminding you to tap into your heart space and to be open to divine love also. I'm getting, for some of you, you have a divine feminine on your mind. Either you've met already and are in separation, or you are longing for a deeper romantic love. But part of you thinks that you need to be stable and established before you can call in this romantic connection. And with romantic love being in reverse, this is telling me that you might be self-isolating. Again, really focusing on generating that abundance before finding your significant other. But Spirit is coming through, and your inner masculine is coming through to remind you that the feminine by itself is powerful. The masculine by itself is powerful. But through union, what they create and the amount of power that they embody through being together is astronomical. So your inner masculine is telling you to not shy away from romantic love and to be willing to put your guard down. And whoever this feminine is, if this is your divine counterpart, to truly let them in, and that there's power when it comes to being vulnerable and open and allowing your counterpart to truly see your heart. I'm getting, for some of you, that you've held back your emotions and how you truly feel and haven't really been expressing that romantic love that you feel for your partner. So there's a need to tune in, to tap into your heart space and really release the fears that you might be carrying still around expressing your heart's truest intentions. Because I'm getting, for you, pile 1, the main message your inner masculine wants to speak with you about and remind you of is your heart and the amount of power you emanate when you act from this space, as opposed to your fears or your ego or your mind. So there's a need for you, pile 1, to really drop into your heart space. I want to get a final message for pile 1 before I move into the second pile. Let's see, what deck do I want to use? I'll use this one. Interesting. Okay, so pile one, your final card that wants to come out is the Horseman, Herald of Change. So I'm really getting that your inner masculine wants you to embrace change and uncertainty and to be okay with not knowing. I'm getting that some of you might have been stuck or hesitant about making a decision or moving forward in regards to something or moving towards something. I'm getting some of you have deliberately taken time away from focusing on love or your divine counterpart if you know them and are in separation. And there's a real need to just drop the fear and just move towards that sacred connection, because that sacred connection is going to help you move through these spheres, through this lack mentality. Because I'm getting that for a lot of you, you might not realize how abundant you truly are. You might feel that money is scarce, that you never have enough resources, but your inner masculine is saying, and this isn't going to resonate for all of you, that you need your divine feminine in order to level up and unlock the next levels of wealth and money and power and influence moving forward. Let's see if anything else wants to come through. I think those are all the messages that want to come through for you, pile one. Feel free to let me know how that resonates for you. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love. All right, moving into pile two. For those of you that were drawn to this obsidian wand, these are going to be the messages from your inner masculine. What do they wish to tell you at this time? Okay, so let me just connect with your energy. Okay, so first card out is Prometheus, altruism. But this card was in reverse. And then we have the card of magic upright that says the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move towards possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So right away, what I'm getting for my pile two, your inner masculine wants to tell you that it is safe for you to have really big dreams and really big aspirations and big ambitions also that you want to achieve in this life. I'm getting that some of you might be doubting what you're capable of or what you're here to achieve at this time, and your inner masculine really wants you to come into remembrance about who you truly are. And for a lot of you, it's being that wizard, it's being that magician, it's being that alchemist. And it's an understanding that you always have the power to change your circumstances for the better. And this is where a lot of you, pile two, need to tap in to your sacred remembrance of past lives, of secret frequencies you have yet to unlock that are still dormant within you when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to transmutation, when it comes to alchemy. You're really being called by your inner masculine to start remembering these aspects of yourself that you might not have called into action just yet, to help support you on realizing these dreams. Because I'm kind of getting the energy I'm sensing is just like self-doubt and just feeling really low about yourself and what you have to offer, and kind of second guessing if you'll actually be able to realize and fulfill your potential. And with Prometheus altruism being in reverse, to me, this indicates that the energy for success is present. It's just dormant and locked at this point in time. And the way you unlock it, pile two, is through remembering. Remembering times when you just crafted things to be more favorable, more suitable, when you took situations that were harmful and you transmuted it back into light, and to just remember your abilities when it comes to that kind of sacred work. I'm getting doing spell work might be supportive for some of you in order to kind of awaken this energy at this time. I'm also getting that your inner masculine for some of you wants you to start studying more occult subjects. And it's understanding also that as long as everything you want to manifest and achieve is for the highest good, is truly altruistic in nature to help other people, you're always going to have divine support on your side. Okay, so that's all I'm getting from those cards. So let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, okay. I love that this card came out for you, pile 2. We have card number 8, Crown Games, Right Use of Power. So similar to pile 1, there is fear around pile 2 at this time, and your inner masculine is saying that, and this isn't going to resonate for all of you, this is like for a specific person. This specific person, you might have abused your power in past lives, so there's a hesitancy when it comes to actually reclaiming all that you are in this life. But it's knowing with this card coming out that there's a huge wave of remembrance that's going to be coming through probably all of you at this time, allowing you to truly know who you are and to move forward with clarity. I'm getting that this energy is probably going to remain in reversed or blocked, however you want to call it, up until the new year. But then after that, you're really going to start unlocking your own magic, and unlocking your magic is going to lead you to truly embodying and becoming the king that you're meant to be in this life. So your inner masculine is kind of really encouraging you at this time to go after your dreams, even if it scares you. And if you're afraid of abusing your power or not wielding it with enough responsibility, don't be afraid to reach out and get support for yourself, either as an accountability coach or work on being more accountable and responsible on your own and really integrating those frequencies so that you can act from that place. But that you're on the road to success, pile 2, is what your inner masculine wants to share with you at this time. And you need to allow yourself to receive the good things, because some of you doubt your worthiness when it comes to receiving good things. And your inner masculine is saying that they, along with spirit, are concocting new opportunities for you in the new year that are going to come through and really blow your mind. And you need to be willing to seize those opportunities, even if they scare you. I'm getting for some of you, interestingly enough, there might be career changes that happen. There might be different job promotions that come through, and your divine masculine, your inner masculine wants to tell you that it's time to up level, to step up, to own that crown, because you are divine. And your inner masculine really wants you to remember that aspect of yourself and to not shy away from it anymore, right? Because as long as we move with integrity, responsibility, and take complete ownership for our lives, it's safe for us to be powerful. And that's what your inner masculine wants to remind you, pile 2. It is safe for you to be powerful, to be magic, and that's going to unlock all the ambition and all the dreams you ever wanted to fulfill as well. So that's all I'm getting for you, pile 2. I hope this message was supportive. Please let me know how these messages made you feel in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I'm sending you so much love. All right, we're now going to move into pile 3. Let me just take a second here, tune into pile 3's energy. All right. Okay, so first card out is Garuda Travel. And it came out in reverse. And then, oh, interesting. We also have the card of Authority that came out in reverse. And the card says, the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And sorry, pile 3, this is the crystal you chose, which is Numite. So I found it really interesting for you, pile 3, that both of your cards came out in reverse. So what I'm picking up for you, pile 3, is that there might be a hesitancy at this point in time on your part when it comes to traveling and relocating. And I'm getting kind of 2 pathways for this pile. So one pathway is some of you are using travel as an excuse to avoid your inner authority and basically stepping in to fulfilling your purpose and mission. And then for others of you, there's a hesitancy when it comes to traveling, and that hesitancy is preventing you from starting to fulfill your mission and your path and why you're here. Okay, so I think, and my left ear just started ringing like crazy right now. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to draw a card for both pathways and kind of see where that goes. So let's see. So for those of you using travel to avoid your mission. Oh, okay. So pile 3. Those of you that are using travel as a reason to avoid stepping into your mission, your card is 62. Will of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. So for those of you using travel to avoid your mission, it's because you're running away from your shadows and the inner work you need to be doing. Probably because it terrifies you. So for a lot of you, you've been traveling from a young age is what I'm getting. And your inner masculine is saying it's time for you to just sit still somewhere and start to face this. Because I'm hearing that for pile 3 in general, you have a big mission here to fulfill. And a lot of you have been avoiding and running out of fear, scarcity, lack. Like there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done. So shadow work, for those that are unfamiliar with that, is the inner work where we explore the parts of ourselves that terrify us, that make us uncomfortable, that we deem ugly or disturbing. It often has to do with trauma also that might have happened during childhood, during our teenage years, during our adult life. It could be trauma that has to do with past lives as well. So there's a need for you, pile 3, to stop running from yourself and to allow your shadows to catch up and to get to know them. As much as this inner work can be daunting, it can be heavy, it can be painful, your inner masculine is saying it's time for you to mature and take responsibility for your shit. Like your inner masculine is coming through and feels very Saturnian in nature and kind of harsh and saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? Is what I'm getting. And it's just like, you need to sit your ass down, grab a pen and a paper, and start writing everything that terrifies you, everything that scares you. And it's interesting because your inner masculine is kind of your own coach and guide, I'm hearing. So for you, pile 3, in general, I'm getting that your inner masculine is actually very talkative. So if you have that other voice that tells you like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. Cuts you off if like maybe you're over drinking or whatever, that is the voice of your inner masculine that comes through to try and keep you in check. So this voice is coming through very, very strongly at this time and is saying it's time for you to just sit still and deal with your shit and face it and to stop running. I'm actually being drawn to pull another card to see what kind of outcome you're going to get once you sit still and start doing your inner work, pile 3. Interesting. I think it's perfect. So what I'm getting for you, pile 3, for those of you that are on this first pathway using travel as an excuse to avoid your mission, the end result once you sit still and stop running is this card that says lost in space, needing direction, in reverse. So to me, this clarifies that you're going to know where and when to take action effortlessly once you sit down and do this inner work, pile 3. You're no longer going to feel lost. You're going to know exactly why you chose to come here at this time and what your sacred mission is. And I think that's a beautiful outcome. And it's just a matter of taking the time to sit down and start doing this shadow work. So look into that for those of you that this resonates with. I'm now going to move on to the second pathway that has surfaced in this pile. And this is for those of you that need to travel or relocate, but have been hesitant to do so because of other commitments and responsibilities. Okay. So pile 3, second pathway. Let's see what wants to come through. Ooh, okay. So the first card out is Straddling Worlds, Wandering Between Realms. Card 52. So I'm getting that for some of you, and this is an intense message, and it's not going to be for everyone. Some of you are in a relationship right now and might have kids, and it's not the right relationship for you. And you know this, but you're afraid of stepping out on your own. And your inner masculine is saying that you are suffocating yourself by staying in this environment when you know it is toxic, unhealthy, and not right for you. And your inner masculine, this is really interesting. Okay. Your inner masculine is coming through to say, and this isn't for each and every one of you, it's for a select few of you, I'm getting. Your inner masculine is saying that there is a divine love and counterpart waiting for you in another location, and you are just avoiding or delaying this connection because you feel that you have certain responsibilities in your current marriage or with your children and things like that. And your inner masculine commends you for wanting to fulfill those responsibilities towards your wife or ex-wife, because some of you might already be either getting divorced or separated and things like that. And your inner masculine is saying you need to give yourself a break, to take that trip, to take that vacation, and that it's going to energetically reset you. So I'm getting that for some of you, if an intense relocation elsewhere isn't feasible at this time, at least take a trip somewhere. It's going to kind of reset your energy. Because right now your inner masculine is saying this exactly, that you've been straddling worlds and that's why you feel confused, maybe tired, stressed out, overwhelmed, and genuinely unhappy. And it's about you choosing the world you want to be in. And your inner masculine knows that you get these tingling feelings, that you know what kind of world you're meant to be living in. You're just holding yourself back due to these responsibilities. And your inner masculine is coming through to support you at this time and say that as soon as you make the decision in terms of what world you want to live in, the world you're leaving behind, the responsibilities and things like that, everything's going to get sorted out favorably. Spirit is coming through to say you just need to make a decision and figure out how you want to live, because right now you're kind of just in limbo. Pile 3, that's avoiding travel that will lead to their mission and their purpose. And your inner masculine is asking you, aren't you tired of just waking up feeling depressed, feeling lethargic, and not enjoying life anymore? For a select few of you, my throat is dry, give me 1 sec. For some of you, your inner masculine is coming through to say, remember when we used to laugh. Remember when we used to have fun, when we didn't take life so seriously. Your inner masculine wants you to get back to that energy, and it's taking some kind of trip somewhere by yourself to reconnect with your energy is going to really help bring back those memories of happier times. And it's in realizing, pile 3, that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to love and be loved. And your inner masculine really wants to hammer that message home that you deserve love. You deserve better than this toxic environment that you're living in. And it simply starts with you making a decision. So let's see the outcome of you making a decision. Interesting. Okay. So we have a drifter, experiencing life as it comes. So to me, having this card as the outcome of you deciding to go ahead and travel or take that trip means that you're going to actually start experiencing life again. And through these life experiences, I'm getting, especially if you choose to go backpacking through different kind of countries or states and things like that for a couple weeks, it's going to start really unlocking your memory a lot more and giving you insights into your purpose and what you're here to fulfill at this time, which is actually really beautiful. And I'm also feeling that as an outcome of this decision, you're going to experience more freedom. You're going to feel more alive than you have probably in years. And for those of you, and this is a specific message for a select few of you, if you've been struggling with certain health concerns or issues, they're going to resolve or clear out as you travel. Because a lot of these health issues have to do with the environment you're currently living in, which isn't supportive. All right, so I think those are all the messages that I'm getting for you, pile 3. Please let me know how this resonated for you. I would love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're looking for additional insight, more personal support, feel free to send me an email at leah@IamTheDragonGoddess.com. I'm sending you all so much love.